Good morning. Okay, today we're going to be doing unboxing for a brand new backpack bag that I got today. This is by a company called SHRRRADOO, I believe it says. It's hard to see because it's backwards. Sorry about that. And this is a 52-liter backpack. And so on the front here, to start with, the build quality feels nice on the actual backpack. The material, the nylon stitching feels good, looks good. On the front you have this little carabiner. One thing I did like and I noticed right away is this actually just turns. So if you want to have whatever you're going to put in here. Also, I noticed that the ability to open it, this little lever, it's really easy to move. Some of these are really, really tough to open and stiff. That one's really easy to open. Not easy enough where it's going to open up on its own or snagging anything. So you can put your key ring in there or anything else that's got a little loop on it, ring on it, you can put it in here. So that's kind of nice. It's on this little mole. So you can also put other things in the mole. You can see how much I put my finger through the mole, so you can put other things in that as well, aside from this. You can see this moves up and down too. It's not fixed or stitched to the actual bag. It's on the mole itself. All right. Then we have this first pocket here on the bottom. You got these, it's pretty big. One thing I noticed about this is these got unique handles. Usually there's standard handles. These are hollow and they're just different. They're kind of neat. I like it. I like different personalities with the bag. This adds that with these different handles. First thing I noticed is when I open this, these are very smooth and easy to open. And the other thing I noticed about this particular pocket is it opens all the way down. I've had other backpacks that I'm looking at and they only open up partially. This goes all the way down, which is really nice. Personally, I like having that feature. That way you can just open it up and get into it. So you can see it opens it all the way down. And so you have a small little pocket here with zippered stuff. I'm not sure what you're going to put in there. Maybe some, like a credit card or something like that, or change or cash. It's only about 3 inches in height and width, about 4.5 inches in width, and it doesn't pull apart very much, so it doesn't have much depth in it. So just be mindful that you're not going to be able to put a ton of stuff in there. And then these other pockets are very similar too, as far as height and depth. This other one is 1 to 3 inches here. And then you got one back here behind that one. So you got 1, 2, 3. Then these are smaller. There's a divider here. Sorry, brand new bag, so it's still. They ship it where it's folded in half, so it's still keeping the shape of the shipping form. You got some 3 like pen slots. This is for your keys. You can detach it. This is a pretty decent pocket back here, though, as you can see. So that's nice. So you can probably put your cell phone in here, or a couple cell phones in there if you wanted to, or your wallet, and hide those pretty good in there if you had to. So that would be useful there. So that's that pocket. I really love how these zippers feel so nice and easy and whatnot to they glide when you open and close it. That's really nice. All right, going to the second pocket up here is where we're going to go to. Same feeling as the zipper. This pocket is pretty small, so be mindful of that. It's only as big as the pocket here. It doesn't go beyond. I've seen other ones where it goes further down into the backpack. This one actually stops right here, so we're only talking, it's pretty short here. We're talking 4.5 inches in height. And I'm going to measure the opening. It's about 5 inches in the opening. It expands a little bit, but not a huge amount. So what you can put in there, again, maybe a small phone or change or some cords would be great for there if you want to put cords in there if they're loose. So that's definitely a use for that. There's a little light help out here. And again, if you notice, the handle is unique. That's kind of cool. All right, moving on up. One thing I did notice is on the sides here, I'll take that off, is it has these nice compression straps. So we just unpop that clip, and then it's got compression straps on both sides. So I don't do that one as well. So those are the really help, compress the back from side to side when you're going in the airport and you want to put it under the seat. So that way you can see this is uncompressed. When I compress it, that's what it does. It makes it more narrow. So it's nice to have the compression straps. If you have certain things in here though, it might not work so well. Like if you have a water bottle, I don't know how well it's going to work, but still nice to have the compression straps on there. So those are the two main ones in the front. Moving on up, we have another zipper up top here, and it's got the same unique style. And then same zipper, very easy, very fluid, very nice to open up. And then opens up all the way. This one is really nice and deep. I like how it's got a divider in it too. So this is just padding, so you can put whatever you want in there. Excuse me. So if I measure that, sorry, it's going to close. It's about 17 inches from the bottom to the top here for this section here, and it's about 10.5 inches going across. So you can put a pretty fair amount in here, and this, you have a divider down here. This is kind of a padded divider. You can see how thick it is. So I think they're probably expecting you to put like another computer in here if you want, or something else. But this side is not really padded at all, actually. So be mindful that I can actually feel the other side of these pockets here. So if we were to put something in here like a computer, be careful, because it's gonna push into the other side of the computer possibly, or something else, whatever you're putting in there. So it's interesting how they padded this part, but not this. That would have been nice if this was padded, that we can really use it for like a secondary computer section or whatnot. You got the divider here, and then you got your netting, and this goes all the way up. So this section is 14 inches high by about 13 inches wide. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to actually use the netting. You can just use the divider and put something in the divider section all the way up, and that would work. And actually, this is padded on the other side here because of where the laptop is. So this might be a better use to put the computer on this side, because you can see there's pretty good depth on this side here to put a computer going up and down if needed. There's also a pocket right here, and this would be for a power bank, external power supply. Then you plug that into here where your power supply goes to the power bank, and then you plug in your USB cord here, and then you can connect your phone or something like that. That way, if you're at the airport or something like that, you don't actually have the external power supply sitting in your lap. You have it in your backpack, and all you have is your phone hanging out here with the charging cord right here, and then your phone, and then you're set to go. So that's kind of nice to have that hidden away where you have that in there, and then you have the built-in cord. So this is a nice big pocket. You can put clothing in here or whatnot. And there's a lot of room for clothing. It's a really, really big pocket. I think out of the 52 liters, this is probably a majority of the space in this bag for sure. So when I zip it up again, it's got really, I love these zippers, I have to say. Really easy to glide. Handle, not a lot of room in the handle, I noticed. It's very sturdy. So there's not going to have a lot of give in it, but I gotta push down on this top here to get my hand underneath it. Otherwise, the rest of the bag pops up. So definitely feels like it's in there. You got the rivets here, so we'll see how that plays out. Then you have the last pocket in the back. You notice that these handles are different, and there's a good reason for it. Besides the fact that they're unique. Again, I love uniqueness, but we'll go over that in a second. Easy glide again. Love these zippers. And of course, this is TSA design, so it opens up all the way. So going on to the back side of it here, you have the full length, and then you have the mesh, your pocket back here. Looking at this, height-wise, this is about 18 inches all the way up, high, top down. Then from side to side, we're talking 13, a little under 13 inches going side to side. The pocket itself goes 10 inches to the top of the pocket here. Other side, this is for your laptop and like a tablet. So the mesh pocket would probably be more for a tablet. And that is about 7.5 inches deep, and it is roughly 9 inches wide for this pocket here. And then you have your Velcro here for the laptop, and pardon me. So it's about 18 inches to the red, and then it's about 23 inches going to the top there. So that's nice to have that. And then, let's see here now. 1 second.
6:55 a.m. alarm stopped on bedtime.
Sorry about that. Morning alarms went off. Okay. So those are the insides there. Then we go to the back. A couple things to note. Let me go to the side here real quick. So I was talking about these actual unique handles here. How they have the little loop on them. And that is because this actually has a built-in lock. And it's kind of nice to have that built-in lock. And so the idea is you take your backpack handles from the back, you line them up with the lock, and then you set your lock, and then these go into the lock hole. There's the little holes right here for the locks. And that way, if I put my hand over it, you're going to see that now people couldn't open up the back part of it right here where your laptop is, because this is stopping them from opening it. Because these now are secured to the bag, like such, and now they can't open it because these won't open. See? So that's kind of a nice feature. Just be mindful that's only a deterrent. Anybody can still get into your bag if they, nylon, so anybody can just take anything that's sharp and metal and slice it open if they wanted to. So it's a nice feature, just a temporary deterrent. Just be mindful of that. On the back, sunglass loop, cell phone holder, which is not really modern for today's day and age with cell phones. You're not going to get much out of this. This is old school, like 2000 is when these cell phones were available. So I'd probably use this more for like a work ID or a school ID if I was going to go. That would be a great idea for that. It would fit in there probably, maybe. It's not very wide, so you have to try that and see how that worked out. Let's see here, that is about 5 inches height, and then the opening is about a little under about 2 inches, not quite. So it's kind of nice. It does have shoulder straps on it, which is really, really nice. You don't see this on usually higher end bags. There is no sternum strap though, which goes across here your chest, so be mindful of that. But I do like having the shoulder straps, that way it raises the bag up. So shoulder straps are really, when you put this on your back, your shoulders go up to the top, and then the back of the bag goes down on your back as far as it goes. When you pull on these shoulder straps, your shoulder gets moved up onto the strap, and by doing that, it raises the bottom of the bag further up your back. So it's not as low down, which is really nice. and help stabilize it. And that way the bag is now more on your back and not so much on your shoulders, only pulling on your back going backwards. So this helps stabilize the bag as well if you're walking with it. So that's a nice feature. I noticed this has different padding in the back. I've seen other ones where this back one has a zipper here for security purposes. You can put other things inside there, like a credit card or your ID or passport. This does not have that feature. And that is the overall feel of this bag. That's it. Thank you. Take care.
Here. Little pocket for pens, another small compartment, another big compartment here. There's just a ton of pockets in this thing. Wow, wow. A little zipper pouch, put whatever in there, maybe your ID, something like that. Overall, I think this is a neat backpack. It's got a little lock compartment here. Not sure what this is for. I guess you can put a little lock combination over here. Pretty good for the price. Just a lot of utility in this backpack.
Okay, so the zippers are good. There's a carabiner here. Really there's this thing for a keychain. It's easy to take out or take off. So this is where you put the laptop. It's 2.64 pounds. I think it's a little heavy, but I mean, you know, there's a padding to protect the laptop. There's a padding on the back, but as far as the bottom of it, let's see. Yeah, I don't feel like. Well, I guess it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but it just don't like drop it. But the sides are pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, so there's the padding here. And then here, let's see.
Alright, so this backpack is very compartmental. I'm currently using it right now for school, but it's very compartmental. You have this lock on the side. You can input your pin in it, and you put it in this and lock it. There's a compartment back here to put your computer if you want. And you can use this for traveling, because I use it for traveling on the plane. Now I'm using it for school, but you can use it for traveling also. It's very good for traveling. You pack all your things in it, and you don't have to bring even carry-on. You can also use this as your carry-on, basically, with your laptop behind here. It's a very good product.
Here's my bag. Traveling with it. It is really nice. Got it from Amazon. See, it's completely full. I'm actually going to my home in Mexico. This is all I'm taking. I was able to put a lot in it. My computer, iPad, some extra clothes. I have clothes there, but well-made bag. You can see. So, just for those who want to know, it is a very good bag.
Está muy bonita la mochila, es muy espaciosa y me gusta demasiado. Lo pueden pedir en Amazon, tiene un buen espacio para viajes. Ahora yo lo conseguí por $25, su precio normal es de 40, más las taxes, ¿verdad? Es una buena elección.
sleeping